Welcome to the NHS newscast.
In the beginning of the end.
Ha! 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 Ah! Easy, Jake. The end of the school year, not the end of the world. To kick it off on May 2nd, we have boys and girls soccer in Torrington.
The following day, we have FBLA's Winners Camp, which is in Gillette for all that qualified for nationals.
And then you skip a couple days and go Friday, May 5th. You got soccer in Buffalo, track and right, and FCC LA game night, 6 to 8 p.m. Let's take that to Mrs. Scribner for a description on it.
So, Mrs. Scribner, tell me about the family game night.
Well, it's this Friday, and it's at 6 o'clock in the high school commons. And we're going to have a bunch of board games that people can play with their friends and family. And then we'll have pizza and refreshments, and we're going to play the movie Moana. And the only admission is canned food, new toys for the Children's Hospital in Denver. I think that's pretty much it.
Sounds good.
Thank you for the input, Mrs. Scribner.
Following that, on Saturday, May 6th, the soccer teams will be in Lander.
On the following Monday, there will be an NHS vocal concert, May 8th.
That will be very exciting, by the way. Then on the 9th, there will be the Egg Expo at the fairgrounds. And let's go to Miss Renis to see what that's all about.
Okay. So, Miss Renis, tell me about the Ag Expo.
The Ag Expo is actually an expo for fourth graders where Upton FFA, the Newcastle Saddle and Sirloin FFA, along with some people like the Conservation District, Wheaton Pest, 4-H group, they all get together and put on little stations for the fourth graders, and then the fourth grade is able to learn about agriculture because it's the most important segment in our industry, obviously, today, at least by my belief and several others. And then they basically go from station to station, so they learn about horseshoeing, they go ahead and learn about soils, and they do knot tying, they make ice cream, anything that you can think of in the ag sector that people put on different stations.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Renis. After that will be the NHS band concert.
Following that will be a freshman impact. And let's go to Mrs. Hoover for input on that.
Mrs. Hoover, tell me a little bit about the Freshman Impact.
Well, Freshman Impact is an event that was started several years ago by a man out of Rapid City. He wanted a way to impact freshmen in a way that might keep them from making some bad choices later on. And it kind of grew from there. We were invited over to Custer for the first time a few years ago to see it, and it was a great opportunity for our kids, and so we this year decided to do one of our own and bring a bunch of students here for us, and it should be a pretty cool opportunity. It's sponsored by the community and different organizations like that, like the EMTs, the fire department, highway patrol, all those people come and put on this event for people, or for our freshman students. They get to practice wearing drunk goggles in an obstacle course, learn what the Jaws of Life does, watch them stick needles into dummies' legs and see how that feels. And one year we had drug dogs and learned how they worked. And so there's all sorts of things. The kids or the adults at the schools kind of choose what maybe the students are struggling with, and that's what they try to focus on. And so, I don't know, hopefully it impacts our students and they make better choices, but we just never know.
All right, thank you. Back to you, Sawyer.
Thank you for that, Mrs. Hoover.
Freshman Impact was very fun, by the way, except it was in Custer last year. Now Newcastle will be hosting Freshman Impact.
Let's just hope it doesn't snow like it did last year in Custer, eh, Jake?
Yes, that was one bad part about it. After that, on May 12th, will be regional track at Thermopolis, and that will be going until the 13th, which is that Saturday.
On the following Tuesday, there will be an FFA banquet that starts at 5:30 p.m.
Then will be awards day and graduation practice.
After that day, we will go straight into state soccer and state track.
And that will continue through the 19th and 20th.
On the 21st, we will have graduation day.
And then there won't be anything until all the way till that next Thursday, which is the Fine Art Show, and that will be also the 26th.
On the following Monday, there will be no school due to Memorial Day.
Then, the 31st is probably the best day in the world. It's the last day of school.
Party at my house. Just kidding. And then the following day will be the teacher's last day of school because they have to come in one day after the students. Thank you for your time. This will conclude our weekly broadcast.
Wee-hee-hoo!